name a little bit. So,
Okay.
I'm Tracy.
Hi.
I'm the Director of Medical Imaging. I actually am here to talk about the patient experience Planetree workshops and things. So, what I'm gonna have you do on that card is to write, I am the patient experience.
Okay.
You can put your name on there. I'm gonna actually take your picture here in a little bit. So I have a few videos to show. And then we can talk a little bit about Planetree as well. I'm going to talk about AIDIT to begin with.
Okay.
So AIDIT is a tool that we use as part of the patient experience. So AIDIT, it's kind of like right above me, is acknowledge, and some of what I've done actually is a little bit of AIDIT. So I'm in, I said hello, I acknowledged. I introduced myself. What I haven't done yet is the rest of AIDIT. Okay. So when you're doing that, you acknowledge the person, introduce yourself, talk about what you're going to do, which I've done, that's the explanation. Duration. Usually it's about 15 minutes, but since it's a newer format, it's taking me a little bit longer, but it's all good. And then at the end, you thank the person. So that's pretty much AIDIT. It's just a tool in your tool belt.
Sure.
So go ahead and tell me your name.
My name's Joe Breeze Ackroyd.
And where are you going to be working?
Respiratory and sleep.
Yay! You're the traveler that she was so excited to have.
Yeah.
I heard that on a phone
permanent.
call this morning.
Yeah, I'm permanent. I decided.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
we, in sleep medicine, this is the gold standard.
Yes.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So we will start off with.
Okay. So you want the AIDIT video?
Yeah, we can start with the AIDIT video. Sure.
I don't
Why
have
not?
them all saved for some.
It's okay. Did I have the flash drive? I thought I had a flash drive.
You had one? Yeah.
I thought you had saved it, so.
I got to save them.
Uh-oh.
You have it?
Okay.
What? Yeah.
I put it all together.
That's a good idea. Perfect.
So we'll start with the AIDIT video, maybe. Can we shut lights off?
Yeah, I think you can over there.
There we go.
Come on.
So AIDIT's just a fun little step. Can you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Silly. Okay.
It's just a fun little thing to get the point across. Even though you're familiar with it, the video is kind of fun.
And it's good to go back and take a look at things anyway.
Should it be on the E drive here?
I don't know if she saved AIDIT on this one or not.
Well,
But it's that one right there.
So we'll,
Our patients come to us when they are so blue. That's why we show concern and do acknowledge with a smile. Introduce yourself by name. So aid it, just aid it. And here's the key, how long they'll be here. Explain just what you're doing and try and make it clear. Thank them when you're through and wish them all well. So aid it, just aid it. Aid it, aid it. Meet and greet and care with feeling. Aid it is easy, aid it. It's fun. Talk to number one. We aid
able to watch Ada.
Patience, there now we need it.
Oh boy.
Here with feeling. Eat it is easy. Eat it is fun. Talk to Bobby, the number one. We ate it.
Was that done on site here?
Huh?
I said, was that done on site here?
No, but in
It's cute, it's
St.
like.
George,
Oh, is
Utah. Yeah. It's just funny because I actually know some of the people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
Eat it is
so
easy.
funny.
Eat it is fun. Talk to our patients. They're number one. We ate it.
Almost there.
To the feeling. Eat it is easy. Eat it is fun. Talk to our patients. They're number one. We ate it. Ate it. Ate it. Whew.
All right. So much for that. We tried. We tried. Well, there are a couple other videos on this, on that flash drive. So, I do have a couple other videos to show on the flash, but we'll talk a little bit about this. So, part of the hospital's mission, vision, and values, so I'm sure we've gone over our mission, and that is right, compassionate care for every life we touch. And our values: be kind, be respectful, be accountable, work collaboratively, and embrace excellence. So, our five strategic pillars. The plane tree is actually one of the 5 pillars, and that's why I'm here to talk to you today about that. So that pillar is the patient experience. That's our number 1 pillar. And what we had agreed to do for that is partner up with Planetree for patient experience. So really Planetree is kind of the culture that we are building here. So the important thing to know is just doesn't matter, your job description doesn't matter. We're all important. We are all important. It doesn't matter what we do. We all affect the patient in some way or form. We all touch them somehow. So, and it's just building on that to create such a good experience. So through that, you'll be scheduled to work or to do a Planetree workshop, like it's an all-day type thing. They're just getting back on those,
Yeah.
so I'm not because of COVID, we suspended everything, but we're just starting them up again this month. So you'll be scheduled to do that. It's interactive, collaborative. I really liked it. The training that I went through was 6-hour training. I loved it. So be prepared for that.
Okay.
I really liked
I did. I really liked it. So let's go with the Cleveland Clinic.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Hey, okay.
It's just fun. You just never know what's going,
Are there certain days or times that better fit your schedule?
That's true.
Oh, yes, Friday afternoons would be perfect for me.
We have 8:30 a.m., 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
2, 2:15.
That's not the video.
No,
I mean, that's the video, but that's not.
but that's
the-
not the.
Oh, it's playing.
Oh, we've
in
got
the
something in the
background.
background.
I was like, what is happening? Okay.
Well, this would be a fun one to record. I'm sorry. Can we take things out?
We probably can cut and edit and.
Yeah.
Okay.
actually, this is not the first time I saw that. I used to use this as a part of this, as a tool in hiring staff in my office.
Yeah.
I did, honestly. There's a shift I have noticed in the past 10 years in hiring staff. Us folks from the old school, we got in medicine for very different reasons than young people. And unfortunately, some of this stuff has to be taught to young people. And it saddens my heart, because, you know, you assume that we're all born with the same
Yeah.
things,
We're
we get
not.
into medicine for all the same reasons, and that is not necessarily true.
And
So it's an
Yeah.
excellent teaching tool. It's an
love the
excellent.
philosophy in
Yeah,
it.
it
It's
is.
like I can train someone a skill, but I can't train them to be nice.
No, you can't train people to have empathy.
No.
You either have it
So-
or you don't. Yeah.
Exactly. I think I had the orientation Plaintree slides. We'll go through that, and then we'll kind of go through the rest of those videos that we are guests. So, the Plaintree person-centered care is where we're going.
Was this a
with
concept the hospital came up with, or was this
So-
adapted from the?
It's adapted from the Plaintree, which I'll get into. So Plaintree person-centered care. So our first pillar was the patient experience.
Right.
So through all of that, it was decided to partner with Plaintree for person-centered care. So that's, and you'll probably see this again at some point, but I use it. So this is our hospital's mission, vision, and values, which we talked about just a little bit. Our strategic plan, so it's the patient experience. It is, I'm not gonna get these in order, workplace experience, the financials, it's also community, health, and quality, thank you. And that's like our quality scores, or things we were pushing to go from 3-star to 4, but we've done that, we've maintained it, so it's good. Eventually, we'd like to be a 5-star hospital, but
Yeah.
we'll get there. We are gonna get there.
Small step.
So, so anyway, we were due to reevaluate our strategic plan in March, but like COVID happened,
Right.
so we'll eventually get to that too and start planning. So this is our plan till 2021. So a little bit about the patient experience. It's a priority here, and it's included as part of our quality assessment performance, our QAPI plan. So Plaintree initiates initiatives and development of the person-centered care culture will assist us in improving our patient experience. So it's as I said, it's responsibility of all of us, everyone. But it doesn't matter what our role is. Engagement in patient experience activities and training is an expectation while working here. So and it's like, when does the patient experience begin? When does it end? Like, that experience actually begins when they drive into our parking lot, and it ends. I don't think it ever ends. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. I mean, like, it's continuing to go on even when they get the bill and try to pay it. So
Yeah.
it's ongoing. So a little bit about Plaintree. It's a non-profit group founded by a patient, and they're working with us to create an even more person-centered environment.
Sounds pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a big shift
Yeah.
too with it. It's good. So our hospital integrates concepts from Plaintree and is focused on fostering a culture of person-centered care, where patients, families, and staff consistently experience quality, compassion, and partnership. Like our follow-up to the person-centered care is actually it's compassionate conversation, basically. So like, you'll go through this in a year or so. You'll do a refresher, which is more about like the head, heart type sandwich,
Right.
thinking of the way you communicate with each other. So that's coming. So excellence in patient-centered care. Plaintree utilizes 5 primary drivers. It's creative organizational structures that promote engagement, connect values, strategies, and action, implement practices that promote partnership, know what matters, and use evidence to drive improvement. So, while becoming certified as a Plaintree-centered care center, you got it, is no small feat. The results are healthier, happier patients and staff, higher patient experience scores, and reputation for excellence. So, like, they're well worth the effort. Sure. Yeah. All right. Involvement, so, you're invited to attend a person-centered, the patient steering committee. Right now, it's not really been meeting, but we'll get back to it. We'll start getting back to it here soon. So the steering committee has a number of work groups. So if we're under the create organizational structures that promote engagement, the work groups are the Patient and Family Advisory Council. So we recruit and select patients and their families for this committee, but there are some hospital employees on it as well. So for the second, connecting values, strategies, and action, there's patient and family engaged in co-design person-centered strategic goals, experiential learning, person-centered care workshops, and that's the workshop I was talking about, and the follow-up. Implement practices that promote partnership, communication exchanges with staff and patients, that's like shared report, like full implementation. Know what matters is the compassionate human interactions implementation and shared decision-making in the care planning process. So, and then using evidence to drive improvement. So, Cindy Nelson is our person that heads all of this up. But if you're interested, I gave you my card.
You did.
If you're interested in serving on any committees,
Okay.
get a hold of me.
Okay.
And I can get you to the right person
Okay.
and let them know. Definitely. So it's the responsibility of everyone, we've just been talking about all of that. So, and then there's that, thank you. So.
What is the closest competing medical facility next to you?
So as far as competing medical facilities, so we have the Aspen Surgery Center, which does outpatient
Is that
surgeries. That's like 2 miles down the road, 3 miles down the road. And then for imaging, there's an outpatient imaging center in town as well, so those compete. The next hospital is 100 miles in any direction.
And will people from this area seek treatment at another hospital?
Some,
Is that lack of services or other reasons?
other reasons, sometimes it's not, well, of course, it's lack of services, like,
Sure.
so the ones going to the U of U, it's just a service we don't have here.
Yeah,
But
cardiology per se. Or
right, well,
something.
cardiology comes up here, but
Right.
like some of the procedures that have to be done, they're gonna have to go to Utah to do it,
Yeah.
so, yes, that does happen.
Because, for me, these principles are dual driven. Number one, it's just the right thing to do.
Mhm.
Like I said, that's why we get into medicine. Number two, especially if you have off-site facilities, your sleep lab is not directly attached to the hospital, is that correct?
Yeah,
Or is it
so
hospital-based sleep lab?
it's,
I mean, it's in the clinic building, but we're
it's
attached.
right. We're attached, yeah.
And I'll use sleep as an example, because it's really a good example when I've spoken to people about these things. If you have a hospital-based lab, it's very important that you treat people with all of these things in place, because word of mouth is the driving factor in sleep medicine. It truly is. That's what, and I don't mean for this to sound arrogant, because it's not, it's just, I learned this very early on because I had some terrific mentors. The office that I came from, I opened an office in 2011. When I opened my office, I had 4 referring doctors. By the time I handed in my resignation and from here, I had 36 referring physicians. Most of that was patient-driven. For every one patient I saw, they brought me 5 new patients because of implementing these practices.
Right.
So not only is it the best way to treat people medically and socially, it is your economic driver to keep anything. And that is particularly true because with sleep, and I know that there's a lot of frustration in sleep labs versus where the money goes. You have a sleep lab, you build it 2 years ago. Chances are, if it's a 4 to 6 bed lab, you have it paid for in a year. The operating cost of running a sleep lab is about 15%. So if you're looking to grow other areas in your hospital, like, let's say cardiology, because you guys don't have to, you take that money and transfer it to another department that has a higher overhead. So it's good practical practice to treat people this way, because this is what's going to make you grow and succeed.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's truly, it's morally absolutely has to happen, but from an economic standpoint, it's the best way to succeed in medical practice, it
Yeah.
really is, yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's good that you
She
guys.
gets it.
She gets it.
I do,
She gets it.
I do.
That's great.
And I've worked all over this country on and off, and there's very few hospitals that take the time to explain this to people. Really, and it's good that you guys do.
And no,
And it really is, truly.
this is the shift we've made in the last year.
Yeah, I was telling her, we've had a lot of changes, but
Yeah.
they're good.
There've been
Yeah,
changes.
and this is
Yes.
excellent.
So we've got 2 more
Okay,
videos.
which one would you like to
Go
do?
ahead, be our guest.
Okay.
No, I love that ate it. It's like it's not worked right the last few times. Like I don't know if it's a buffering problem or
Maybe. Yeah, this one.
this one's cute.
Our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Here's your call light Moshe, and you'll be cared for by the best. CHG every day kills infection, so they say. Try the pink stuff, it's so soothing. Don't believe me, ask our nurses. They can sing, they can dance. After all this, it's LA. The care at USC is never second best. Go on and hold your hand, we'll take a glance, and then you'll be our guest. We are guest, be our guest. No, holy is the way. You don't want them anyway. No infections is the goal. We are magnet after all. You're alone and you're scared, but the staff is well prepared. No one's gloomy or complaining while your body keeps on healing. We tell jokes, some new tricks with our fellows and residents. It's all in perfect taste that you can bear.
I want to be able to do a
Our
cartwheel
word
again.
for the last, but you're magnet fast to be our guest. If you're stressed, neuro ICU we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Shift by shift, day and night, you'll feel better inside out. Patient care at USC is never second best. Tonight you'll prop your feet up, but for now let's rest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Please be our guest.
I like that one.
That
You know,
is
throughout the years, healthcare has really taken the shift because it used to be like, well, this is healthcare.
Right.
We are not a hotel. Like we are not, but we kind of shifted,
Yeah.
which is nice. All right.
I am 2014.
Yeah, that's just the patient experience one. So it doesn't hurt to look at this one.
I don't know why it's not. Oh, sorry. I was trying to make it bigger. I messed up. Edit that out.
Most of these are just a little way of like driving the point home. Yeah, so I do the talk because I'm on the, it's not gonna, okay, well, never mind, we are. Maybe at some point we can show it again. All right, but yeah, I'm the one that comes down and does the talk. I'm on the steering committee. So, and I was doing a little bit about the ADIT and patient experience before we switched, but so
Right.
I've just kept doing it and I enjoy it. So it's a good way for me to learn the new faces and meet the new people.
It is.
And so, all right, do you have questions for me?
No, not
Because
at
that's
this
kind
point.
of it for now.
Yeah.
So, great, well, I want to take your picture holding your little sign. Sure. You turn some lights on, and we'll just do you in front of this ADIT sign here. And then we've been using these, this is just for just for plain trees. I won't like. Come in a little closer, there. Great,
Thank you.
thank you.
It was very nice meeting
It
you.
was very nice meeting you.
Oh, that's
a good
perfect.
picture.
Yeah, thank you.
She's very photogenic.
Yes, she is. Thank you so much. I'll send that on, Cindy will use it for like the plane tree stuff, but we won't post it anywhere else, so.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me take a picture though. See if I can do this without like ripping my hair out. Very good.
Yes, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. It was super nice meeting you, and I know
It was
I'll be
very
seeing you around.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
sure.
you will.